Welcome aboard. Train's about to leave. Welcome to Minnesota Music History Channel land, where the heart and soul of music began. From the bustling cities to the Iron Range, Minnesota song echoes and never fades. Come along, take my hand, we'll wander through this musical wonderland. Legends and stories, the melodies soar. The train's leaving now. Welcome aboard the Magical Music History Tour. On the Magical Music History Tour, we'll dance through time. We'll find what's pure. From Dylan's chords to Prince's Flair, Minnesota music, it's everywhere. In Hibbing Town, where the young Dylan roamed, with a voice like thunder, he found his home. Purple rain falls at a Paisley Park. Prince's G's left a permanent mark. Come along, take my hand, we'll wander through this musical wonderland. Legends and stories, the melodies soar. The train's leaving now. Welcome aboard the Magical Music History Tour. On the Magical Music History Tour, we'll dance through time. We'll find what's pure. From Dylan's chords to Prince's Flair, Minnesota music, it's everywhere. Take my hand, we'll wander through this musical wonderland. Legends and stories, the melodies soar. The train's leaving now. Welcome aboard the Magical Music History Tour. On the Magical Music History Tour, we'll dance through time. We'll find what's pure. From Dylan's chords to Prince's Flair, Minnesota music, it's everywhere.
Ken Schaffer, renowned folk singer, emerged as a luminous figure in the realm of music, his melodies echoing the poignant tales of a generation. Born and raised amidst the serene landscapes of the American Midwest, Schaffer's music encapsulates the essence of timeless stories, blending themes of love, loss, and the rawness of human existence. With a voice that's both haunting and comforting, Schaffer's songs transport listeners through a journey of introspection and nostalgia, reminiscent of the golden era of folk music in the 1960s and 70s. Drawing inspiration from troubadours of yore, his music resonates with authenticity and genuineness, capturing the heart and soul of the human condition. Schaffer's venture into the realm of folk music commenced in the intimate coffee houses and quaint venues dotting the landscape of the Midwest. Armed with nothing but his guitar and a soulful voice, he embarked on a musical pilgrimage, sharing his songs with audiences far and wide. It was during this time that Schaffer found himself at the Coffeehouse Extempore, a revered institution in the folk music scene. Here, amidst the hallowed halls of this iconic venue, Schaffer honed his craft and shared his melodies with fellow musicians and enthusiasts alike. The Extemp became a crucible of creativity, a melting pot where artists nurtured their talents and forged lasting connections. He was also the master of ceremonies at many of the Labor Temple's psychedelic shows at the time as well. Here is a recollection of Ken's on an April 16, 1971 concert when he opened for the MC5 at the Minneapolis Armory. I opened this show with my folk music, etc., to a very uninterested crowd. Both bands were heavy metal bands from Detroit, but it was an MC5 crowd. I got done, and introduced the SRC, who I had worked with at the Labor Temple. SRC got into their third song, and someone from the crowd threw something at the lead singer of the SRC. Their agent pulled them off the stage immediately, as they'd already been paid. MC5 were not due at the concert for 90 minutes. I was in the basement reaming my agent for even booking me on this show. The promoter came down and explained what had just happened, and wanted me to go back on stage and do another set. I told him, they just had a 5-piece rock and roll band and that wasn't good enough for them? The guy tells me I will pay you a lot more money if you will go back out there. I turned to my agent and I told her, you get none of this. I could hear the groans when I walked back on stage. What a story. As Schaffer's reputation burgeoned, his music found resonance not only in the intimate confines of coffeehouses, but also on the airwaves and stages across the globe. His songs, imbued with honesty and grace, resonated deeply with a generation grappling with the complexities of life. Yet, Schaffer's artistry extends beyond mere music. He is a storyteller, a bard weaving tales that transcend time and space. Through his songs, he gives voice to the hopes, dreams, struggles, and triumphs of ordinary people, offering solace and inspiration in an ever-changing world. In the annals of folk music history, Ken Schaffer's legacy shines brightly, a testament to the enduring power of song to heal, uplift, and unite. And as long as there are stories to be told and songs to be sung, Schaffer will continue to serenade us with his timeless melodies, reminding us of the beauty and resilience of the human spirit. Now let's sit back and listen to Ken talk about the very favorite song he ever wrote and why it means so much to him.
My name is Ken Schaffer. I am a singer-songwriter, originally from St. Paul, grew up in St. Paul. After high school, I made the big move to Minneapolis. I had an opportunity to manage the Coffeehouse Extempore on the West Bank in 67, 68, and 69, where I gave a lot of the musicians in the five-state area really their first ever gig at the coffee house, especially if they were traveling through. Much later, I had a band in Austin, Texas for 30 years and a songwriter showcase in Austin, Texas for 10 years, where I produced 5 CDs for the songwriters that were involved in that. While I was up here, I also had an opportunity to work at a place in Minneapolis called the Labor Temple. Every Sunday night we'd have 2 shows a night, sold out every show, 1,625 people for 2 shows a night. I worked there for 18 months. It had nothing to do with me. I was the MC. I'd start out the night playing folk songs, and then I would introduce the bands. But it was such a treat to be able to perform on that level with musicians that had albums out. I wasn't even really a songwriter back then. I was more an interpreter of songs, which is I think where we all start out. Peter, Paul, and Mary is the ones that got me involved in music. Of course, I never had Mary singing harmony with me, so that was a little different, and that's why I ended up going to Texas, because when you play solo, unless you're Leo Kottke or somebody, you are limited, or Michael Johnson, you're limited to playing the rhythm and singing the melody. Now, I was asked what my favorite song that I wrote was, and what I had to think about that for a second because I haven't written that many, and I picked a song called September 12th. And the gist of that song, first off, it was written in Carver County by my partner James Lampley and I. We were up here visiting Minnesota from Texas. And the gist of that song is being free and being me. And as a result of that, a lot of people who hear the song think that it was about 9/11 because it was called September 12th. In reality, if that were the case, we'd be prognosticators of the worst kind, because the song was written on September 12th in 1972. So it had nothing to do with 9/11, but it had everything to do with wanting us to be free and be me, which I think we all wanted after 9/11. So we can build a bridge over that, but the song was written much earlier. I'm honored to be here today, a part of Neil Bond's extravaganza here at Mancini's in St. Paul, Minnesota. And great to meet Bobby here, and I hope to get to play for you sometime.
In the land where the Mississippi flows so free, there's a voice that echoes through the ancient trees. With a guitar in hand and a soulful tune, Ken Schaffer sings beneath the golden moon. Oh, Ken Schaffer, your songs ring true, capturing the essence of the land we knew. From the rolling hills to the prairies wide, your melodies carry on the Minnesota pride. Through the fields of golden wheat and the snowy plains, Ken's ballads tell of joy and life's refrains. With every strum he shares a piece of his soul. In every verse the Minnesota stories unfold. Oh, Ken Schaffer, your songs ring true, capturing the essence of the land we knew. From the rolling hills to the prairies wide, your melodies carry on the Minnesota pride. By the shores of the lakes where the loons cry, Ken's music soars beneath the vast open sky. In his songs we find our roots and our grace, as we journey through this timeless place. Oh, Ken Schaffer, your songs ring true, capturing the essence of the land we knew. From the rolling hills to the prairies wide, your melodies carry on the Minnesota pride. By the shores of the lakes where the loons cry, Ken's music soars beneath the vast open sky. In his songs we find our roots and our grace, as we journey through this timeless place. In the land where the Mississippi flows so free, oh, Ken Schaffer, your songs ring true, capturing the essence of the land we knew. From the rolling hills to the prairies wide, your melodies carry on the Minnesota pride. Gangsters too, in Minnesota's past, those stories were true. But the most important legacies we knew were the legends who played the music we grew up to. From the northern pines to city streets, the melodies made our hearts beat. In every town the tunes will rise, Minnesota's music filled the skies. Oh, the legends of our state, the songs we celebrate. In every note